I'm a video designer, you know, the visual element of video and projections in some way on stage. We are kind of a blend between lighting and scenic in a way. The scenic designer kind of works with the director and sets the general tone and style of the show. And then we take all of that information and we kind of create different imagery that fits into that world and kind of, you know, works with that world in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes I'm picturing things that happen over all of the screens together, and sometimes it'll be just one screen or just the other screen. It definitely depends on what the scenery and what the action on stage is. The director and we've already had, I think, 5 or 6 multi-hour meetings, you know, just going through and talking through what we expect each scene to have or do, or, you know, what we want to see on the walls. That's when we get into the studio and I have a full group of people who are here helping, you know, create this team. It's just like the people who build the sets. They are here, and so within those last 2 weeks, we all push together and get all of that content out and ready to go. For the top of the show, where we're at the New York Harbor and the ship is like pulling away from that, I've done a lot of different pieces where I've found, you know, various images that I want of the city, and then I've kind of compiled them together in different ways into a different image that I want, and then I start animating it so that way when we pull away from the harbor, all of those bits kind of go away. So this is a piece that eventually leads into the larger piece. So this is the storyboard version of it, which is all of the pieces together with the clouds behind it and the textures and things like that. And so, you know, you can actually see the full animation. There's a lot of going through each scene and deciding what are the important pieces to that scene. And then there's also the puzzle pieces of figuring out how to get all of the imagery to cue the way we want to, because, you know, images come up and down in different scenes and they animate in and out. And so like figuring out all of those puzzle pieces together and how they go across the 3 screens it's tricky. It's the collaboration between the people, but it's also the most fun part of the job, you know, is, again, I'm so reactionary towards every other design element, and figuring that all out is just difficult, especially when there's so many moving parts every single time. You know, you've got scenery that's moving on and off stage, you've got lights that are fading in and out and things like that and changing color, and having to react to all of it and move in and out. And sometimes, you know, there's video shoots, film shoots where we have to figure out what the costumes are doing and make sure that our content works with those costumes and things like that. That's the hardest part. It's just tracking it all. But again, the most fun part. That's the reason that I'm doing theater and I'm not just a visual artist, you know? Because I could pretty easily put together a very beautiful composition and hang it on a wall and be done. But that's not fun to me, you know? It's so much more fun when you get to have everyone bring the best things to the table and then, like, have it shine in that way.